I am Pankaj Jain from BitScale. In this webcast, we are going to discuss about the applicability of GST on directors' remuneration. A recent ruling decided in the case of Claycraft India Private Limited says that it is very clear that the services rendered by the director to the company for which consideration is paid to them under any head, mark the words any head, is liable to GST under reverse charge mechanism. Since applicant company is located in the taxable territory and the director's consideration is paid for the supply of services by directors to the applicant company, and hence the same is liable to GST under reverse charge mechanism as provided under entry number 6 of Central Tax Rate Notification 13/2017 issued under section 9 subsection 3 of the CGST 2017. Therefore, as per this ruling, the director's remuneration is subject to GST. Well, that created a lot of confusion as it completely disregarded the employer-employee relationship between the company and director. To clear all these confusions, CBIC issued Circular number 140 dated 10th June 2020. The circular clarified whether the GST is leviable on directors' remuneration paid by companies to their directors. It tries to clear the confusion in these two issues. Whether the remuneration paid by the company to their directors falls under the ambit of the entry in the Schedule 3, that is services by an employee to the employer in the course of or in relation to his employment, or whether the same are liable to be taxed in terms of notification number 13/2017, entry number 6. For this, the circular divides the remuneration paid to the directors into two categories. The first category is leviability of GST on the remuneration paid by the companies to the independent directors or those directors who are not the employees of the said company. And the second category is leviability of GST on remuneration paid by the companies to the whole-time directors, including managing director who are employees of the said company. Let us first discuss the first category. The circular says that in respect of such directors who are not the employees of the said company, the services provided by them to the company in lieu of remuneration as the consideration for the said service are clearly outside the scope of Schedule 3 of the CGST Act and are therefore taxable. Accordingly, the remuneration paid to such independent directors or those directors by whatever name called who are not employee of the said company is taxable in the hands of the company on reverse charge basis. That means in terms of entry at serial number 6 of the table annexed to the notification number 13/2017, the recipient of the said service, that is the company, is liable to discharge the applicable GST on it on reverse charge basis. Let us now come to the second category. That is the leviability of GST on remuneration paid by companies to the whole-time directors, including managing director who are employees of the said company. The circular clarifies that part of the director's remuneration on which are declared as salaries in the books of the company and subject to TDS under section 192 of the Income Tax Act are not taxable under GST, as it is a consideration for services by an employee to the employer in the course of or in relation to his employment, and that falls under Schedule 3 of the CGST 2017. However, that part of employee director's remuneration which is declared separately other than salaries in the company's accounts and subject to TDS under section 194J of the Income Tax Act as fees for professional or technical services shall be taxable, and that will be outside the scope of Schedule 3 of the CGST Act. So in such cases, in terms of notification number 13/2017 Central Tax Rate, the recipient of the said service, that is the company, is liable to discharge the applicable GST on it on reverse charge basis. Thank you.